Yo, what's up? Let's get into it, man. Paul George and Devin Booker. These two don't like each other. And you think it has a lot to do with what a lot of people think about basketball, right? It's the fact that Paul George believes he's a big superstar and talks down when it comes to Devin Booker. Like he doesn't give Devin Booker the respect of all the other players in the league, and that's how he feels. Like this dude keep trying to punk me, and Devin Booker got that light skinned chip in him to where he's like, I'm gonna show you I'm not no soft light skinned dude. He got something to prove. So he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Now Book and the Suns, they've been doing a number on Paul George and the Clippers over the couple of years. They've been eliminated by the Suns and they've been doing their thing, right? So the Suns have been their nemesis. That's been their thorn in their side, is the Phoenix Suns. Now, the Phoenix Suns have went through rebuilds, and Book was there putting up 50 burgers and 70 something points when the team was struggling, and people never even bring it up. And not since Kobe had people like ever thought somebody would ever put up another 70 or even close to it. And this guy scored 70 points in a game, and they said, oh, well, he's on the Phoenix Sun. It don't matter. So they just canceled him out. Now, Paul George hates the way Book plays him. Now, somebody told me this had a lot to do with some chick on Instagram or one of these Instagram thoughts that the Phoenix Suns players that Devin Booker got that Paul George was liking, and this started it. Then they said, oh, well, this is because Doc Rivers thought that Devin Booker was better than Paul George. Then the other rumor was Paul George tried to get Kendall Jenner, and Devin Booker found out about it, that he was trying to pull her from Devin Booker, and Booker didn't like it. So Devin Booker took it out on Paul George. Then it was like, man, Paul George hit him with an elbow because he was jealous of him, and he was hating that, Devin Booker was getting more autographs than him. All kind of stupid rumors you hear. Now, only thing that I heard is that this is a basketball thing, from what I've been told. This is a basketball thing. This is a respect on the court thing. And Devin Booker feels Paul George is mad because he's past his prime and he wants to try to hold on and prove that he's still top dog. And they keep reminding him over and over again that you can't be that. You ain't that, dog. So he's got to either accept it or not. And Devin Booker don't like him. He tries to bully him, and he doesn't allow it. So that's what this whole thing was about. For people who ask me, that's what it's about. No Kendall Jenner, none of that. I don't know where they come up with this stuff, man. People, man, that was Kendall Jenner, man. They was fighting. Paul George was trying to creep with Kendall Jenner, and he found out about it. And then I'm like, what kind of days? You might as well sit with your girl and watch soaps. If that's the kind of reality you want, go sit with your girl and watch some soaps. You know what I'm saying? Because this, y'all get retarded with this. Man, PG ain't worried about who Devin Booker is sleeping with. Man, when you're on that court, man, people just playing the game. Devin Booker's playing hard. He wants his respect. Same way he gonna play. Then comes the Klay Thompson situation, right? Paul George has got one of the hottest podcasts out. You know, no matter if I like Paul George as a player or not, you know, truth is true. You know, Paul George has one of the best podcasts out. So he asked, Klay Thompson was a guest on the show and all of this, and they started asking him about Devin Booker, right? And Devin Booker put out a response like, "Did you get your answer now?" You know, and you know they were like, "Yeah, but like, man, what is?" Like that response is like not even crazy because in it, you know, Klay Thompson really gave an honest assessment to the whole Devin Booker thing when he showed him four, like I got 4 rings and all this stuff. When him and Devin Booker got into it, and it really was, it really was a enlightening video, you know. But for Devin to be so caught up in it and enamored, um, you know, he just tells Paul George, "Yeah, you got what you know you wanted to get out of it," or something crazy like that. Like, "Yeah, are you happy now?" And he was like, "Man, I don't even know what to think from this response. That is a sorry response." It was. It was. Did you get what you wanted to get out of it? And then he put Klay Thompson up there. And he, you know, said thanks to Klay Thompson because Klay was like, I shouldn't have did that to Book. For Book, man, you know, he's a young guy coming up who went through a lot. I should have, you know, I shouldn't be having to tell this guy I got 4 rings. He know I got 4 rings. It's like, who don't know that? So it ain't no need for me to, you know, to stunt in front of him, you know, and tell him what's what. But when it's all said and done, all these guys that's doing all this talking and waving their fingers around and acting like they the man, it shows and shows more how they're not the man. Because all you need to be focused on is ball. Do you see Steph Curry on Twitter and some Twitter beef worrying about what somebody said on a podcast about him? Do you see Steph Curry paying any attention to that? No. So in his world, this stuff don't exist. He could care less. Now we got to carry the narrative of, oh, there they go again, acting like animals. Yep, there they go. Savage. When it ain't got nothing to do with it. Devin Booker and Paul George just don't like each other. I think if somebody else was interviewing um, Klay Thompson and had said that, Devin wouldn't have said nothing. Devin just don't like him. It's certain basketball players just don't like. Stuff on the court, feel they dirty, trying to hurt you or do something, trying to punk you or whatever. You just don't like them. And when you play them, you try to light them up. That's Devin Booker and Paul George. He plays hellified defense on Paul George. And Paul George tries to go and do whatever he can to disrupt Devin Booker. Whether it's shoving him, pushing him, or whatever. Book has no fear of Paul George whatsoever, but he just don't like him. just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Paul George don't like him either. You know, he's frustrated. He's flustered because Devin Booker is where he felt he should be at as far as a skill level and where he's ended up now. And he's not there. So, of course, somebody's going to be a little bothered by what's going on. But it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I just wanted to let you guys know what the drop is since y'all asked me the question. Yeah, the Patreon's rocking. Told y'all. Just had to wait. And now everybody's talking about my Patreon. Thank you very much for those who signed up and joined the Casino for Life Patreon. Isn't it crazy? I ain't even got to tell y'all. Y'all already know. And we got a lot more coming. So stay tuned. It's your boy Casino. I'm out.